Greetings, friends. This is John Queen with the Queen team at Coldwell Banker Realty. And today I'd like to discuss a topic that's pretty important for folks who are, especially if you're moving to a new town in Colorado or moving into Colorado and you may not be familiar with neighborhoods. And that is, how do I find a home in a neighborhood that has a great school district? But before we get into that, remember, if you like our content, please hit that like button, smash the subscribe button, and that way you can be up to date on all of our content, not only on real estate investing, but on property selection, things that are happening in the real estate market, and our market updates. So picture yourself in the following scenario. It's a scenario that many of us have either found ourselves in or contemplated from time to time, and that is you'd like to move to either a new state, such as Colorado, or a new town in Colorado you may not be familiar with, either for work or for personal reasons. And you have children, and you want to make sure that those children have great public schools where your tax dollars and your property taxes can actually go towards educating your children and providing for their future. But how do you find out which neighborhoods have great schools? Because you can have a beautiful house, absolutely perfect community, but then you find out that the school district is lagging or perhaps is not up to the standards that you envision for your child's or children's education. Well, there is a website on the internet called Gradeschoolsorg. And on that website, you can search through different communities, zip codes, and towns and find all different schools and all different ratings. And the added bonus of working with a realtor is when you work with listings that the realtor will provide you from the MLS, or also you can look on Zillow if you're not currently working with a realtor, or if you're doing your own research, or Truly or Realtor.com sites like this. You can find on the description of the property, if you scroll down, the schools that are attached to that property. And then there should be a link where if you click that school, it takes you to the greatschools.org website directly for that school, and you can see the school's rating. But looking at the school's rating doesn't tell the whole picture, because greatschools.org has a series of ways that it calibrates its final number that it assigns to a school. And it depends. One of those functions is diversity. So if you want your child to be in a diverse school, if that is important to you, that is a feature that you'll want to focus on in that rating. If you're focused more on academics, there are functions that are broken out for test scores and college preparedness that you can also look at. And that will maybe give you a clearer picture than the overall number if you're focused on only one or two core components as opposed to all the different components that make up the rating, according to greatschools.org. If you focus on those components, that can give you a clearer picture of the school than maybe just the overall number they assign 1 to 10. Now, having said that, nothing beats on-the-ground due diligence research. So my advice is when you're touring neighborhoods with your realtor, if you find a property that you really are interested in and would like to put under contract, go visit the school. It's not as easy during school hours as it used to be pre-COVID, but you can certainly, knock on the door, go in, talk to the administrators in the front desk, and get some information on the school, learn more about it, and also get a feel for how that school seems to be operating, how the children seem to be enjoying themselves or learning. What type of atmosphere? Is it loud and boisterous, or is it more disciplined? All these things you can get from actually visiting the school. Also, what's the campus? What type of sport facilities or athletic facilities does the school boast? So once you determine interesting properties, once you've screened, even before you select properties to visit based on your realtor listings in the greatschools.org website, you can then narrow down your list of properties based on schools. Once you actually pick some properties that look nice to you in different neighborhoods, go visit the schools. You can also go on greatschools.org and other websites and look at reviews for the school, bearing in mind that usually for every good review, the most likely reason people are going to leave reviews is if they're angry about something, because that seems to be why people go on the internet these days, is because they really want to complain or get something off your chest. So if a school has a very high rating, but you're seeing a lot of complaints online, Certainly, those complaints can illuminate the picture that different families are having that you'll want to take into account, but don't necessarily be put off if there are a whole lot of negative reviews, especially coming from maybe a couple of independent individuals that maybe are having a very difficult time with their child in that school for whatever reasons, which may be personal to them, or it may be actually reflective of a school environment, something you'd want to look at. But these are all different data points that you can take into account when you are trying to figure out whether the home that you're interested in will provide a good public school learning environment for your children. So I hope this was helpful. And again, you can try this out. If you're in Denver and you're interested in learning more about schools, you can reach out to Violetta and I at queenteam@coloradohomes.com. The link is in the video. Or reach out to us via our website at www.queenestates.com. All of this is also in our YouTube bio and a description to this video as well. And we're happy to walk you through how you can screen for schools and also give our opinion on, just as realtors, what are the best schools in your area. If you're in Arapahoe County, Cherry Creek is an excellent school district. If you're in Jefferson County, Evergreen is a wonderful school district. If you're in Douglas County, there are several great school districts, Littleton being one of them, but not the only one, surely. Out in Parker, you have wonderful schools, Lone Tree Centennial, as well as Highlands Ranch, excellent schools. Out in Boulder, you've got the Monarch School District, which is superb, and the Boulder Valley School District, which is also quite good. So there are so many different options to choose from. There are so many great schools in Colorado. And you fortunately have the ability now to do some of that due diligence, if that's important to you when selecting a home, through your realtor listings directly, which will be given to you, where they'll list the schools with the greatschools.org link, or just in general on greatschools.org if you're not working with a realtor yet and you want to try to narrow down neighborhoods without any surprises. And again, as always, Violetta and I are always happy to talk and share our personal insights and what we know about the state as well. Take care and have a great day.